Hey, it's Josh from 18Birdies talking here with Marissa Dodd from Symetra, just fresh off the course. How was the round going today?
It was good. It was good. So I got to play the back nine with the 18Birdies group, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, had some big hitters out there, so that was fun.
Yeah, and I heard you had a pretty big shot at the end on, was it 18?
On 18, yeah. Had a really good guy in the group, bomb a drive, bomb a 3-wood, and we were just like 10, 15 yards from the green, and I chipped in for eagle. So awesome. Good way to finish.
Nice.
I'll take
so
it.
So tied for first with that last shot. Then.
Yes, yeah, as of now. So we'll watch the leaderboard.
Pretty awesome. So in the Pro-Am, is there anything given away to like teams if they finish in first place, or is it just bragging rights? Or?
Kind of depends tournament to tournament. So I know some tournaments give away some clubs and some really cool gifts. Haven't seen what this tournament has to offer yet, but usually, yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff on the table. Plus free food, which is always fun
yeah,
for me.
That's good enough for me.
Exactly.
I don't even need to play. I'll just show up for the food.
Yep.
So this is your second year on the Symetra Tour.
Yep.
Okay, what did you learn from your first year that's going to really help you get over the hump here in year two?
Yeah, I learned a lot. So learned a lot even about logistics. There's so much traveling on the tour, planning, just organizing what you're going to do. And that was a big learning curve for me, is just kind of figuring out how often I should play. We have so many tournaments, which is amazing, but you can't let yourself get totally worn out. So you have to pick and choose your events accordingly. I mean, obviously playing in as many as possible. I think I played like 19 of 22, 23 events last year. So definitely a full schedule, but yeah, just learning how to manage your mental and physical health throughout all the traveling and everything like that is probably the biggest learning curve. But one of the best things too was just meeting all the girls out here and really getting to know them and establishing that friendship group and everything like that has been a blast. So yeah, lots of fun.
Interesting. So what's like the biggest stretch of tournaments that you'll play in a row?
So for me, I try to limit it to 3 weeks in a row. We have a stretch this season that goes 9 tournaments in a row. So I'll take something off in between there. So I might go 4 tournaments. We'll have to just see. You pick and choose based on courses that you like as well. Purse size, you obviously want to get into those tournaments that have that really big purse to try to optimize your winnings and everything like that. So yeah, just got to sit down, look at the schedule, plan it all out. Logistics as well. I mean, we're traveling from state to state, so it takes a lot of planning.
So speaking of all the travel, as someone who does decent amount of traveling for 18Birdies, I can see how it's tough on my family. How does it work, like relationship wise? Do a lot of people still have boyfriends? They're still like maintaining. How do they deal with that? Are they, how does that all work?
So I mean, it's obviously different person to person. I'm lucky enough to have a really supportive boyfriend back home as well, and then a super supportive family and everything like that. So I think that support system that grounds you, makes us really appreciate our off weeks as well. You get to go back to all those great people who really are pushing you to do your best and everything like that. So, obviously Skype and FaceTime are wonderful things nowadays. But yeah, you got to do it. I mean, I'm young. This is the time, and so I definitely wouldn't trade it for anything. It's so worth it, and yeah, I love the opportunities I get. So.
Interesting. So I wanted to ask you, for all the stops in the Symetra Tour, where do they not have a tournament that you wish that they did?
That's actually a really good question. I would actually probably say Dallas. They don't have any tournaments in Texas,
really?
And being a Dallas girl myself, I really wish we did. There's so many great golf courses there, but I do understand. I mean, we have such a rainy spring season with tornadoes and all that stuff, so nobody wants to play golf during the spring, which is when all the golf courses are great, temperature's good. You hit summer and no one wants to play in that 110 degree heat. So, and so I definitely get why we don't, but I would love to see a tournament there. I would really love to, LPGA gets to go international, and which is so cool. So I think it would be awesome if at some point as the tour grows, if we could, get one or even a couple events that were even close international. I think that would be awesome. Mexico, Canada, exactly. Hawaii, I wouldn't complain. But yeah, just getting used to even that kind of travel too. That's another step that the LPGA Tour takes, and so I think that would be awesome to get to experience as well.
Huge international schedule for the LPGA
Absolutely,
Tour.
yes.
Interesting.
Really new realm of jet lag you have to learn how to deal with.
So the question I asked the first 2 pro golfers that we spoke with, I'll ask you, if you weren't playing professional golf or in the golf space, what would your career be?
Okay, so neglecting the golf space part, I would be a college golf coach, hands down. I had the best experience with that. But if not, weirdly enough, I think I would be a second grade teacher.
That's not weird.
I nothing to do with sports or anything like that, but I just, I love little kids. I love helping little kids, watching people, learn and grow, whether it's in golf, in sport, or in school, anything like that. So that would definitely be where I would want to take my passions.
Okay. Is it sort of, do you feel like it's a sisterhood or a sorority? A lot of girls hang out together off tour. Do you guys party together, or what's it like?
I think we definitely have like groups of people who are really great friends, which is so much fun. People who played in college together, who knew each other from high school golf. I mean, just a lot of really cool different relationships and friendships that have, and you get to know everybody, which is so much fun. I try to make an effort to, play with different people in practice rounds, just get to know a whole bunch of people. But as far as partying goes and stuff like that, some people do. We go out to dinner a lot. I'm all about the food. But, on golf tournament weeks and things like that in particular, we are athletes. And so I know a lot of us really try to take care of our bodies and do what's best. So, unfortunately, sometimes sleep and good eating take priority when you get close to those tournament days. But definitely, especially being up here in Northern California, I know a lot of us are going to some wineries and really enjoying it. I mean, that's something that's really important also that I learned from last year is when we're in all these cities to really get to appreciate where we go. You're traveling and you don't want to just sit cooped up in a hotel room. You really got to make the most of where you are. And so just trying to, whether it's if you are in the middle of nowhere going to see a movie or if we're up here and we get to go to wine country, I mean, just, getting out and doing things apart from golf and sleeping in the hotel room, you really got to make sure you keep yourself fresh. And so.
All right, so speaking of unplugging too, like is there like a favorite TV show or Netflix that you do to sort of just relax your mind and get away from the golf for the night?
Oh, that's I do. I love movies and TV shows. My favorite TV show of all time is Gilmore Girls, hands down. I've seen it like 20 times over. Who knows?
There's a lot of seasons.
Yeah, there are. It takes a good amount of time.
Like, I don't know what this is, but it's pretty popular. It's a million
exactly.
seasons.
But I really I like some of I loved House, like White Collar, crime or doctor shows or things like that. I love watching movies. Actually, a lot of my friends and I will go to movies on the road as well when things come out. I've also gotten into reading and audiobooks too. We're in the car a lot and on a plane a lot, so sometimes it's nice to unplug that way as well. So yeah, try to get it all in, all sorts of entertainment for sure. So,
all right, one more question for
Absolutely.
you. Absolutely. Masters Week is up. I don't know if you've been paying attention. Have you checked the leaderboard at all?
I haven't in just a little bit here, but I was watching this morning, and yeah, I'm a huge fan of Masters Week. I've got the app downloaded on my phone, so yes.
So do we. So, unfortunately, DJ pulled out, so we can't pick him. But who wins this week?
Oh, goodness. Okay, so I think so I'm really pulling for Jason Day. He's been through a lot lately, and I love to see people who are, fighting, adverse situations and especially emotionally tough situations when they come out and really can pull through and have that amazing moment. I really would want to see him win. So I think he's playing really well too, but from a personal side as well, I really would like to see him do well.
Jason Day is one of my favorites, so good luck to him, obviously.
Yes.
I picked Ricky to win.
He's playing really well too.
Yeah,
I know he's in
my
top 3. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So who's the other one that we're missing? Then we got Ricky.
Jason. Originally it was Jason Day, Ricky, and Dustin Johnson.
Okay.
So, but I think Rory could play well too. He could always come out. I mean, he bombs the ball a mile, so that's always an advantage at Augusta if you can keep it in the fairway. So
awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know. I love watching it though. I like seeing anyone and everyone play good at that course. I want to play that course. So.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah, and play well. That would be nice too.
One more follow-up question
Absolutely.
for you. Speaking of bomb and drives, what's your longest drive?
Oh, okay. Ever?
Yeah. Give me carry and with roll.
Okay, so ever is being a Texas girl. I played out in West Texas in Lubbock, and I actually hit a 445-yard drive.
Right.
It probably carried about 220 and then rolled another 220. It was just crazy. Downwind, fairways like a bowling alley. Out here I've sniffed 300 a couple of times with rollout. I'm comfortable in carrying between around 230, usually not more than that, but just depends on how my swing is feeling that day too. When you get in that comfortable groove, you really can get after it, and so it's always nice to unleash the swing as well. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, great talking with you, Marissa.
Absolutely, you
Good
too.
luck to you on the Symetra tour.
Thank you so much.
And we'll rooting for you to take down first place this weekend.
Thank you so much. You have a great one. Enjoyed it.
Thanks.